Hello, beautiful women. Coming to you live from Edinburgh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're joining me live, please say hello, hashtag live. And if you're on the replay, hashtag replay so that I can connect with you. I can message you back. I can have a beautiful conversation with you. And that is truly my intention. Every time I come alive, it's really a place where I want to hold a discussion, a conversation with you. I want to know what's going on in your life and how it relates to what I'm coming in here to share as a transmission. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. And for the ones who stay on till the end, I just want you to know how much I appreciate you because many people can start but very few stay. So if you're one of them, I want to send all the love and the congratulations to you as well for your resilience, for your strength, for all that you are. Okay. All right, my loves. So for the ones who are just coming in, hello, Rule 44, Liddy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Like I said, I would love to engage with you on a conversation. So if you're feeling what I'm relating and sharing today as a sacred transmission, everything that comes through me is not scripted. And when I feel the urge, when I feel the calling, I will come on live, I'll jump on and I'll just share what's coming through. And so if it is happening for you, if it's something that's not happening for you, you're so welcome to share that anyway, because the whole point of having this beautiful live, to have this platform, to have this technology is to connect. And I wish to connect with you. All right, my loves. All right, let's dive right in. So today I was sitting in ceremony with tea, and as always, what I love doing in the ceremony, is to really come into the practice of diving so deep and rooting so deep in what I call the vortex of stillness. It is my Tao, it is my way of living, and it is a way of living that is truly personified by a way of living in beauty. Every tea lover, every chajin, as we call it, every tea person lives in beauty because that is the way we are practicing to see the world. That is the way we are practicing to drop away the world of dust, to unlearn old conditionings, unlearn ways that have caused us to constrict and bind ourselves in the chase, chase, chase and the hustle bustle. And we start to really come into a place where we relinquish the I know it all mind and come into play with the mystery. We come into play with the mystery. And so today, when I was sitting with Tea Spirit, as always, Tea Spirit channels through things that I'm, invited into. And today, it was so clear to me that there is so much beauty out there in terms of the women I'm serving. I just came off 2 days of the free masterclass I was running Beyond the Veil, which, by the way, if you like to access that to support you through this really potent time, and I'm speaking in a way where there is a planetary alignment that is allowing the pristine frequency of the divine consciousness to stream right in. And some of you are feeling it. I know a lot of you are feeling it. I want you to know that you're not meant to be coping with it. You're meant to be it. And so, for you to flip that script, beauty, if you want that support, you are so welcome to just DM me. I'll send you the link to join the group where the masterclass is housed in right now because it will be taken down after the 21st of December. Okay, so that will be a tremendous support. I've received amazing feedback, beautiful women saying that their creativity is now flowing. They're moving slower, they're relaxing to the vibe, they're leaning back, like all of the beautiful things. And so I wanted to come on here today because I'm witnessing this so much in multidimensional women that I'm serving from the heart. I love this work so deeply. And I also, because I love this work, it boggles my mind sometimes that this thing that I'm going to speak about is not shared very much. And I think this is a very limited perspective. I'm going to be very transparent because I know there must be people out there who's doing this work. However, I feel that at that level where I'm here and poised to serve, at a very luxurious, sacred level, catering to powerful, multidimensional women, catering to the CEOs, to the woman in charge, to the mother, the modern day mystic, the one who has to do a lot of heavy lifting, let's be real, in their lives, do a lot of guiding, a lot of protecting, a lot of child raising, right? Like literally raising children in their lives, tending to the house, keeping things in check, running a multi-million company. All of these things are tremendous. And I know you have that fire in you, because the woman who comes into my world, she has that fieriness. I know this because I have that too. And there were so many times when I have been kicked to the curb and asked to dim that light, to dim that fire. And so many times it was proven in a way where, oh, got into trouble again. Oh, too much fire, too much passion, not good. And I want you to know, if you've been there and you've been dimming your light because of these experiences, I want you to know that it is time to release that. And you get to decide to do that right now, just like that. And things are going to shift so quickly for you. Immediately. Immediate shifts. I see this in the clients who come into my world. And I wanted to come on here today because not only to share that, yes, there is a fire in you that is poised to be unleashed. There is a fiery dragon in you, like I would call it. But I also want you to know that the way forward to expand your life, because I know there's a lot to do, there's a lot you want to do, there's a lot you want to see. There are many more mountains you want to scale, and it excites you, and challenges are like, oh, yes, let's do this. This is growth. This is evolution. I get that. I also want to really share from the deepest part of my heart that hustling is not going to get you further than the logical mind can perceive. And if you are here, I know, I see the mastery in you. I know that you're not here for results that make sense. You're not here for experiences that make sense. You're here to blast off. You're here to literally fly. And I want to let you know that it is so much simpler than your logical, analytical, overthinking mind probably thinks it is. And I want to give that power back to you. And I want to tell you that the power is sourced from stillness. In 2024, so much movements are going to happen. There are a lot of energies here to support our ascension, because this is the way forward. Mother Earth is ascending. And ultimately, like I said in the masterclass, and this is something I want you to really dive into if it calls to you, ultimately, we're here to transcend the duality, to transcend yin and yang, to transcend matter. When I speak about yin, it's like, we are honoring the yin. We are honoring the earthly matter that we are, the human that we are. I'm never going to say, forget about all your emotions and just keep soldiering on. That's not how I work. I want you to go so deep into your human so that we drop the mind deep into the heart. We activate that powerful frequency, which is your heart energy. Then we get to ascend further. But if there is any sense that you have to work harder or you have to do more in order to reach that next level, then I just want to call it out. I want to call your mind out and say, bullshit. It's bullshit. because every expansion I have found was deep in the stillness, completely. This is spaciousness. This is a luxury. This is the richness. It's like a deep inhale, coming, returning to stillness, returning home within, and exhaling out in rich pleasure, freedom to be fully expressed, to be fully embodied, to feel. And if you're feeling like, oh my God, I don't have time to lean back, I don't have time to find inner peace, I don't have time to whatever, to sit still, then my question to you is, do you know how precious, what a gift life is? Hello, Els. Oh my gosh. Hello, hello, beautiful ones who are coming in. Please say hello if you're here. And thank you for staying on. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for being here, whoever you are. Again, it's a conversation. So whatever you're feeling, please let me know. We can have a beautiful conversation together about what I'm transmitting through right now. But what I'm really here to share is that your multidimensionality is not something that you force your way into. It's a surrendering. And you know, there was, I want to share that there was a beautiful woman who came to the masterclass who said that she couldn't understand how she could surrender. And to be very honest, yes, it boggles my mind that people are not saying enough and sharing enough about this whole thing about the power in stillness. But I also get it, because truly, truthfully, it's not something you can express in words. The expression of the divine is purely energetic. It's purely in the presence. And if you feel that I can have that, I feel like there is this thing out there, but I don't know what it is. And I totally get that. A few years ago, I was living the life. You know, I was the woman who chased after dream after dream after dream. Manifestations came. And yet I was sitting there in my apartment in Hong Kong, wondering, why do I still feel so dissatisfied? Where is that sense of fulfillment? Where is that sense of happily ever after that I was promised? How much more chasing can I do? And to be very honest, there was a point in my life that I wondered, how much more can I fear? I don't want to keep living in fear. And so I got down on my knees and I asked the universe, please show me a way, any way, because I feel like there's something out there, but I really don't know what it is. That's all. And I remember I forgot about it. I kind of put that out there and I forgot about it. And I got an invitation to join a tea ceremony. I was in the media back then. I was working as a senior digital media manager in a high-flying, high-profile media company in Hong Kong, the one and only top English publication, let's just be real, which was my dream. I got the media invitation to the tea ceremony and I said to myself, well, I love tea, why not? And I walked in. The first feeling that hit me was home. Home in my body for the very first time in my life. And it's huge for someone who has suffered from eating disorders for 10 years. And I started to have flashbacks. Moments of my grandmother sitting by the cauldron, waiting for the soup to come to boil to perfection. And then I heard the voice of Tea Spirit. You got to drop everything you know and go and serve tea. And that was the very beginning of my journey. But make no mistake, it wasn't something that I just jumped into, because I was so hung up in what does it mean to be in this world? What does it mean to be in tea, serving tea in ceremony? What does it mean, you know? And throughout my evolution from the beginning when I started to do this work to now where I am at, every fear I had was reflected back to me in my reality. My mom who doubted, and now she's fully backing me and fully supporting me all the way. Clients who didn't really get it and then just kind of disappeared in the air, of course. And then there were the coaches who said, hide your tea ceremony, don't even talk about it. Don't even, because people won't understand. Don't talk about spiritualism because people won't get it. Sell what works. Sell what has worked before. You know, I've been through all of that. And I can stand here today and tell you, I'm so firmly rooted and grounded right now. I'm not perfect. I'm not enlightened. I've got emotions too. Yeah? Am I cutting out? I'm just checking. If I'm cutting out, just let me know. Okay. Okay. So as I was saying, I'm not enlightened. I have emotions. I have feelings as well. I've been betrayed. I've been let down. All the things. But I stand here fully wide open. And I want that for every woman. I want that for every woman. Because I know you are an embodiment of love. You are love. And the only way we can support humanity, the only way we can awaken more people to the light within, so that they know that they don't have to seek for the light outside of themselves. And I know that you, when you're listening to me, if you're here and this stopped you and you're listening, you have that purpose too. So I want to just say to you that it is important to keep holding that light. Okay, I'm cutting out somehow on Instagram, so I'm just gonna keep going here on Facebook. But if you can see me on Instagram, just know that there's a version of this on Facebook if I ever cut out. Okay? All right. So here's the thing, my love. You want to feel inner peace, and yet you want to go out there and grab that power. You want to grab that, let's just say, that next level frequency. You want to be the one who has it all. I'm telling you that this is within you. It is absolutely possible. It is within you. And that next level is within the spaciousness that you must create. You must create the spaciousness for the new to come in. And here's the thing. I want you to know listen very carefully. You already have that within you. I see your light. I see your power. You know, I see all the things you've gone through in your life. All the things that built up your resilience, your strength. It is all within you. And you've come so far from building that power. You know, nobody can fuck with you vibe, yeah? This is the moment where I am going to say to you, oh my goodness, my Instagram literally fried. And this is where I'm going to say that it's been happening to some of my beautiful sisters as well. So I'm just going to say that Facebook, thank you for sticking with me. My energy just fried Instagram. All right, I'm just gonna keep going here because Instagram literally just fried my phone. Okay. The dark feminine cannot be stopped. Let's just put it that way. That's my yin power flowing through. I'm not gonna use my yang power to move through this. And for the ones who's been in my masterclass, you will totally understand what I'm saying. But what I'm going to say to you is that we are not going to go very far when we're just using strength alone. When you surrender to your wholeness, when you surrender, it's like, okay, take a moment and just imagine you have someone who is attacking you. You probably will respond with anger, or you might avoid. It's either two of these things that you will respond with usually. If you are responding it with another version, which is what I'm going to tell you, amazing, awesome. Let's deepen that. But if these are the either two ways that you usually respond to someone who comes on and holds you down or disagrees with you or express their resentment with you, and you fight back, right? For example, you fight back or you run. That is your fight flight response. That it needs to be cleared. It needs to be transmuted so that you can come with love. That is the evolutionary journey that I am interested in supporting you with. How can we come with love in those situations? Is something I often get asked. Well, here's the thing. Once we clear the fight flight response, you are giving yourself that spaciousness to breathe. You're actually breathing properly. What I'm talking about is the bridge between your mind and your embodiment. The embodiment is a feeling, it's a felt sensation, but if the mind is not tracking that, it will never really land for you. So I'm going very, very technical right now into your body because this is the work I do in my spaces. We go really first and foremost into how can we clear out the fight flight response and attune you back to inner peace. We do that inside sacred tea ceremonies. And then we do that with beautiful energetic activations that I do with my clients, which is incredible because things start to come up and you're being supported on that journey. You know that everything is happening in your favor. It's not just something you know intellectually, but you actually feel it. That's when you know that, okay, I can see that situation where I avoided, where I fought back at, I can come at it with a heart coherence frequency. And that heart coherence frequency is the key to your abundance, to your limitless potential, to all the beautiful inner peace that you desire. And it lies within stillness. Stillness is something I bring to the table. I have a beautiful mentor who said this. It's like, with busy women right now who don't even have time to change their underwear, you bring the stillness. And I'm like, yep, that's exactly what I do. I collapse that space and time for you. And this is my superpower. This is something that I used to be so shy about, but I'm like, what? This is such a powerful thing. You want to conquer the world? You want to build an empire? You want to have your 7-figure days? It comes from that. Because now when you say yes to stillness, you're giving yourself luxury. You're saying yes to luxury. You're saying yes to spaciousness. You're saying yes to your divinity because the divine is in the stillness. The divine is stillness. Have you ever stood in front of like a powerful sculpture and that moment you felt complete That's your mind dropping in, following the thread of your soul that was feeling it. You're connecting with the divinity in that sacred art. That's how it feels like. So just know this. My intention in every way is to create something that fully supports spaciousness in your life so that when it comes time, you can act as swift as a sword, cutting through the illusions so that you can stand in firmness, literally, in all the decisions that you make, including the ones where people say, that doesn't make any sense. so that you can be in the void and journey through with so much grace instead of wobbling your way through. Doesn't mean that you don't get a day off and cry if you want to. But what I'm saying is, you have this deep knowing, like, okay, that doesn't make sense, but my intuition is saying this, I'm going with it. And I know this in you, beautiful woman. I know you have that. You move, you carry out decisions very quickly, you move that with that intuition, and there is so much happening in your life that you want to experience them all. I totally see that. And I want that for you. And I want you to know it's possible. To have that stillness is to raise your capacity to hold more in your life. Not through hustling your way through, not through chasing and, doing all the things, doing more things. It's having that stillness so that you can lean back, you can receive and have it and be it. This is the power of the work. And I'm so excited. I just want to share something that's coming up. Beyond the Veil, inside Beyond the Veil, we have a beautiful VIP circle that's opening today. You can still join us at £777. Let me know, DM me if you like to come in. It's a 5-day live mentorship space with me in Telegram. If this is something for you, you'll be happy to know that you can also use the credit of £333 to claim the next mentorship space. You can use that towards another mentorship space, like the Quiet Revolution, which is a 3-month group mentorship. You get the ceremonies, you get the activations, you get live mentorship with me for 3 months in there. And you also get to claim for Chadao for the multidimensional woman, where you really immerse yourself in the medicine of tea ceremony, how to live a life of tea, going into the teachings of Chadao, as we call it, the way of tea. Really to instill stillness in your life as a way of living. Just like what I have right now here, I've just prepared a tea stage. You get to learn all of that and serve your people, come into devotion through tea. And then there is also Dragon Clouds, my powerful one-to-one mentorship, which is the epitome of sacred luxury. This is for the woman who trusts her power, who moves with her power. At 58,888, payment plan is available. You get 12 months of mentorship with me, one-to-one. And drum roll, you'll get to go to Kyoto, Japan with me. We're going to stay at this amazing Aman resort in Kyoto. We're going to have amazing sacred activations and ceremonies together, and we're going to work on the land and have the land work with us as well. I was there earlier this year, and I heard the voices, I heard the calling. There is some beautiful energies there that is poised to take off. So we're going there in October next year. So for 7 women, it's just 7 women coming along to the retreat. Is included in the whole package when you come into the 12-month mentorship. Otherwise, there is the 6-month one-to-one mentorship and also the 4-month mentorship. So DM me and let's talk about it. Those 2 mentorship options don't include the retreat, but you'll get a special rate for it, and you get to know that firsthand as well. That goes the same for the women who are in Chadao for the multidimensional woman, because what's coming up, I'm going to tell you, in 2024 is going to be out of this world. Not only am I going to have more retreats, but these retreats are going to remind you, it's going to walk you back in remembrance of your sacredness, that you are meant to live as the sacred, and you get to claim your luxury. The luxury that I'm talking about is like holding your sacred standard, your frequency of the divinity within you, your sacred frequency of wealth, freedom, abundance, as a woman who's here to create. You are the creator creating this creation. So when you claim it, things shift exponentially and at quantum leaps, because you're saying to the universe, yes, 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 this is it. I'm going to go big And that's why I talk about having that stillness, because when you play big, you also hold steady. That's when you can hold so much more than your mind could ever perceive. And here's the key, you're not living in a mind made construct, you're not just living in the vision. You're pulling that down into physicality, because that's the whole point. We're in a dimension here. We chose to come here to human our way through. And in the humaning, part of the humaning, and actually all of the humaning is all about how can we transcend the density? How can we transcend the illusions and remember who we truly are, which is the cosmos, which is the universe, which is Tao, which is source. There is no separation here. Okay? And have I left anything out? Last but not least, I have the Tea Mystic Collective. It's an easy way in. You get to sign up right now at £111, or at a higher tier, the Cloud Walker tier 388, where you get a lot more access. But at the very basic level, you get access to my tea ceremonies, my vault of masterclasses, and you get to cancel anytime. So come on in, join me, bring that stillness into your life. I'm here to support you. I'm here to guide you to really truly blast off in the most powerful way and hold that vibrancy, that radiance that you are. And I can't wait. There are so many multidimensional women that are being called forth right now. And I, again, so grateful I get to do this work. Um, I think that's about it for me today. If you have any questions, feel free to drop on in. Not sure what's happening with my Instagram. It's totally shut down, but I'm glad that I get to finish off here. Sending you all big kisses, and I will see you very soon in my DMs. Bye.